The caverns below prove to be bountiful with fungal life, but below is not where these dwarves are heading. After months of digging and preparing, the dwarves of our settlement now have a place to rest, a place to pray, and a large area prepared for the spreading of fungus. Their next task is not one that will be simple to complete. They need to make enough blocks of stone to completely cover their newly dug area, as well as to make a landmark that will be easily seen by merchants and travels from far away. Hello, and welcome back to our little short fort attempt here. We, as mentioned in the intro, have this massive area cut out, and we do have fungus growing up from the cavern floors here. So I believe I mentioned this last time, but fungus seems to grow when it is completely covered with a layer above it. And yeah, we have a bit of an issue because we have this huge area, firstly. Secondly, so that's a lot of blocks. But secondly, we don't actually just want to cover it like this because we're hoping to be able to grow trees and stuff, and trees take space, upwards. So we actually need to cover this in a way that's going to be able to allow for this. Originally, I was going to kind of use this as a pattern, like the circle side here as a pattern for a dome that we could put over that. And this is something that I've actually tried previously in other fortresses. The idea of it is really, it's really interesting to me. I love the idea of having done this. However, the execution is that it takes a long time to be able to make the amount of blocks required for this, firstly. And secondly, because we have this rounded side, it's actually quite difficult to place all the blocks down. The dwarves don't really like that. If you just queue up the entire area as placement for blocks, they're just going to place the block that's closest and then block themselves off from the rest. So what I'm thinking we should do here, firstly, let's close up the circle so I can, stop thinking about how it's opened out here. But secondly, I don't think we're actually going to go down the dome section way. I think what might be best is to have pillars in the middle and going out to the sides, and like a bit of a cross pattern maybe, and just having a roof being suspended on the top. And then perhaps down the line we can go ahead and like complete the area around it, make it a little bit rounded or something, maybe a bit beveled. But I think for our goal and for the spirit of the short forts, so that this doesn't end up being a 100 episode series, we're going to go ahead and just make a flat roof to this with some pillars supporting this. All right, so before we can get to that, we are going to actually have to bring stone up to the surface to be able to make the blocks. So let's just scroll in. I'm currently in mining mode, apparently. Here we go. So we have already quite a bit of conglomerate blocks, siltstone blocks. That's about it. Okay, and what is this? Conglomerate. Oh, all right. I thought it was claystone, but it seems to be conglomerate. All right, well, that's fine. We can use that. We're going to need a lot more stone. And we're going to need someone. Okay, someone is already setting themselves up to be blocking 24/7. Let's have a few more of these. And do we only have? No, we have 3 miners currently doing that. I'm going to tell them to do nothing but mining for now. We are going to have perhaps these 2 making blocks. I have Fisher Dwarf. I'm sorry. Let me just scroll back. I completely forgot about that. Is there anywhere where they can fish currently? I suppose there's these little stagnant pools of water. Interesting. So no-ish. We're going to take them off fishing duty. Oh, I say that. We are going to need food and drink eventually, aren't we? All right. Let me have a think here. All right. I have thought about it, and we are going to need to make sure that our dwarves are fed and hydrated of sorts. I mean, they're making alcohol. I don't think that's the best for hydration, to be honest, but we'll go with it for now. Okay, so cabin floors are the best for crops, from what I remember, at least the fungal crops that the dwarves like to make. Here we go. There's this little area here that seems to be cut off. It might go on this way, but once we have blocks, we can cut it off completely. So I'm thinking, let's just queue up damp. Oh, that's why I stopped digging downwards. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do in that case is I'm going to queue up this over here. We will be chewing through damp stone walls, I'm fairly certain. I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue. We're going to go ahead and queue this digging here. And we're going to just leave this off for now. So our minor dwarfs are going to have something to do. This is digging through chert. Okay, well that's not quite the stone we need. Sandstone. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Okay, let's go back to the surface. Our minor dwarves will be mining down there. They're probably going to stop because of damp stone anyway. But we should be able to, with the blocks we have, block that off and be able to set ourselves up a little farm. Perhaps have the home of a dedicated farmer down there so that they can, a planter, yeah. We're going to make you a planter. Here we go. And we'll have that person down there, making sure that we have stuff to drink and potentially stuff to eat. Because I say that, maybe it's a good idea to make a kern. All right. It is currently late spring. That means that summer is going to be upon us quite soon. And with any luck, we are going to have some migrants come in. This is one of the few fortresses I've been making that I'm not going full isolationist. We want this to be kind of a an area for travelers to come to. So we don't want to kick anybody out. At least that's the idea. Okay. So my half ideas here are that we're bringing stone up here. We are turning them into blocks. We want at least one, but perhaps two more of these stonemason areas, stoneworker areas. Here we go. Made out of blocks. And let's just wait for now. We'll let our miners do their things to go down to where the farm area is. And once that is prepared, we're also going to have to do some smoothing. I'm almost certain of it. Actually, let's just queue this up right away. I'm almost certain of it. Once that is prepared, we'll be able to cut off this little area here and start farming, and then we'll have food and drink, hopefully, for the dwarves. Let's just let this happen here. We are also getting chert, but I'm not convinced about the chert blocks. Here we go. And they're digging down. They have hit damp stone instantly. Yeah, right there. Okay. Let's... Oops. No, I missed my aim here. Go down, go down. She's gonna hit damp stone for sure as well. Oh, it doesn't bother her though for some reason. Okay, well that's fine. We are now down at the cavern floors, but as I mentioned before, we don't actually want to do much down here. We're going to smooth all this out as such, and it is one high, and everywhere that it is one high, we're going to kind of block this off. We do not want to have access to the caverns for now and possibly ever in this playthrough. Here we go. Siltstone is absolutely fine, and I need to make sure that this is set on so that I stop having to re-click on it. Here we go. So right there, more siltstone right there, and right here, more siltstone. Perfect. So our dwarves should be getting this set up. I mentioned that maybe it'd be good for our planter to have their own little base of operations near where they're working, and I think that's not a bad idea. So we're also going to queue up some extra digging. This is space for a still. 1, 2, 3. This is place for a still and a kitchen. 1, this is space for them to pass near it. And 2, this is space for the kern. Here we go. So we now have a work area. We're also going to, right off here, have a little bedroom. I say a little bedroom, it's absolutely huge. Here we go, 2x2. And we're also going to queue up an area for storing food, I think. Right like this. Here we go. We have 3 miners. This shouldn't take too long. And I'm going to also... Oh, it is saving. I'm not paying any attention. I'll be right back after the save. And that's done. So let us just let them do their job. At 3 miners, like I was saying, this is going to take no time at all. I'm already thinking, oh, we should have like a place for them to eat and so on, but I don't want that. I'm literally just setting this up down here so that the farmer can be close to where they're farming. Also, yeah, because we cut through damp stone, it is now just raining down into our farm area. That shouldn't be too bad. It should be quite slow. It shouldn't be able to fill this entire area up, I would not think. Once the miners are done, we are going to tell them to do nothing at all, so they should, or do whatever rather, so they should actually go smooth some things out eventually. Yep. It is summer. It is now summer. Fantastic. And we struck a bunch of gems apparently. Oh, I think it's just because we saw them. There we go. So, do I have an extra bed currently? I do not. Alright, let's focus on just the farming requirements. We're going to put 1, 2, 3 the still right here. No, we're going to put the still in the back. Still, back. Siltstone, why not? We're also going to make a kitchen right here. Here we go. Let's see if the quern, or kern, I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, over here, do we have one? We do. So we will be able to make wheat to make bread. So I forget the exact name of it. We can check that out really quickly. Oh no, we can't. I was going to say we could check that out really quickly by checking the farm, which we have not set up yet. Okay, we're going to use the, here we go, stockpile, put this down, accept, and we're going to put all our food here. So it's a bit of a ways for the dwarves to go get access to food at this time. It's actually quite a ways for the dwarves to get access to their food, but it won't be far for the farmer. And the importance to that, at least in my head, is that the farmer is going to have to keep going back to their farm as quickly as possible so it doesn't go bad, the stuff in the fields, which has been a problem for me in the past. We don't have a door either. Okay, we have to set up this entire bedroom for the farmer. That's all right. Let's see. And for some reason, no one is currently smoothing out these walls. And okay, everybody has something to do. Let's just give it a few moments then. And as we see the dwarves are moving things around, let's get a little bit closer to see them. They're going quite quickly. I think I added some wheelbarrows last time, so it's going quite well. Here we go. We're placing food down. Oh, I shouldn't have done that right away. Yeah, so they're not going to smooth these things up right away either. Well, that's all right. Once we have a nice supply of drinks and food, I'm going to feel a little bit better about our main objective to make our I was going to say dome, and then I just stopped mid-sentence. The roofing above the fungal area. Here we go. So we have all this set up. They're still bringing stuff. Oh, they are actually smoothing the walls. Fantastic. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, it isn't a huge amount of water that's coming down, but it is a pain in the butt. Okay, let's go back up to the top. For a moment, we are going to prepare a bed. We are going to prepare a... what do we want here? We want a chest, we want a cabinet. the farmer is going to have just the best bedroom in the entire place and a door. For now, because I want the farmer to not let any of the seeds go bad, which has, like mentioned, been a problem for me in the past. So here we go. They have smoothed out most of this. It shouldn't be leaking anymore. I noticed actually it's quite interesting that in caverns specifically, if you have rough hewn walls that are damp, they don't actually leak out. It's only once you cut into them. So I find that quite bizarre. Here we go. We could make it, you know what? We could make it prettier. Why not? Getting distracted again about all the little things I want to do instead of all the things I should be doing. That's fine. It shouldn't take too long to just do this little area here. Yeah, this farmer's gonna have the best bedroom ever. There we go. I'm actually a little surprised. Oh, hello. We have visiting dwarves already. I have no idea how they found us, but that's nice to hear. They're going to want to come into caverns, I believe, which we're not too gung-ho about. On my own time, I actually recently had a little fortress in which I had an entrance into the caverns, and at some point we were just attacked by fish people, like cave fish people, and it completely slaughtered everyone in the fortress. So I'm not thrilled about the idea of having that happen here. Let's make sure we have a door. Let's also, you know what? We'll go all the way. Have a nice little engraving on the ground. Wow, people are really piling into this. I wonder if they know this is going to be the farmer's house. Maybe they're really excited about having a farmer and in the fortress, and I've just been holding off on them this entire time. Here we go. So we have this little bedroom set up. We are going to select bedroom, select the area, accept, and we are going to actually give it to planter right here. So Mistum the planter is going to have that. We don't want to set that to anything else. We're going to call this Miss. Can I make that symbol? Let's see. Oh no, but I can do that. Hello? Interesting. Mistem. I have no idea how to make the little symbol on this in Dwarf Fortress. I'm pretty sure I was doing it correctly, but it's fine. So this is Mistem's bedroom. Or home? Home. Let's call it Mistem's home. There we go. So Mistem's home is going to have a bed soon, and there we go. Now they can do their thing, which means that Mistem should be now ready. Oh no, we have a dead spider. Mistem should now be ready to have a place to start farming. There we go. So let's make a ridiculously large area, because I am known to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made a 10 by 10. Fantastic. Let's make this one ridiculously large as well. We are going to let someone build it. I've noticed that the planters don't actually build the farm plots for some reason, but that's okay. Here we go. Mistem has completed this, and we are going to put Mistem on cave wheat duty in summer and autumn, and in the winter it'll be plump helmets. Here we go. I could have quarry bushes. I haven't gotten the hang of quarry bushes yet and how you farm them. Every time I try it, my dwarves just use the nuts for food, or when I mill it, I don't think I get the nuts back, and I don't know how they work. So I'm gonna just set it to plump helmets for now. I know how plump helmets work. There we go. I have a petition. Yeah, both the two that have joined want to eradicate monsters. You know what? I'm going to accept your petition. However, I'm not going to actually let you down in the mines, or the caves rather. There we go. So they can mill about at the top, and you know, if there's any monsters up there, they can get rid of that. There we go. So our planter is now planting. I'm all right. Let's take a little look at Mistem, find out a little bit more about him. He is thin. His very long beard is nearly combed. His very long sideburns are neatly combed. His very long mustache is neatly combed. He's a very neatly combed dwarf. His hair is clean shaven. He has a square chin. His nose is bridged. His nose bridge is incredibly concave. I see. His ears are somewhat short. His hair is auburn. His skin is dark brown. His eyes are aquamarine. Oh, fantastic! We got a nice looking little planter dwarf. Farmer dwarf here. All right, let's go back to the top. We now have, hopefully, our food and drink situation being taken care of by Mistum. So we should start looking into actually preparing this area and making the blocks that we were hoping to make originally. Yeah, you're making rock blocks. I'm going to set this to also being making rock blocks. And I'm not going to be picky about it because I would like it to be out of conglomerate, but if it turns out it's just easier to make it out of chert or something, I don't want to stop myself from being able to use those. Here we go. Let's go back down. And I had dug this out. What is this? Siltstone. Okay. So siltstone, chert. We got chert. And we're at chert level. Okay. Rock salt. Rose quartz, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. Okay, so, oh no, it looks like right above it, we do have conglomerate, and it is smooth, so it is probably wet. Yeah. So if we dug right underneath this, we would just be rained on constantly. However, this is rock salt. Okay, though. I was gonna say, however, there might be a level underneath it. I'm not big on the rock salt, not gonna lie. Siltstone might be interesting. We might be going straight for chert or siltstone. Let's go for siltstone. I think it's a bit lighter as a stone. I'm not sure which would in real life actually be harder as a stone, but I don't care. So let's just dig this out here. Dig this out here. I'll make it like mildly pretty, perhaps, and then just dig out. No, let's go with 2, and then we can like open up this area like this as such. Perhaps 1 more, and then dig this out up to here, and then close this off as such. Let's see what kind of stone we get in this. There's no rhyme or reason to this, by the way. I just thought it was an interesting looking shape. Here we are. So our miners are now mining, which is what we want our miners to do. There we go. Mining, mining, mining. And we're getting access to all this siltstone. Great. We do not have new pops. I just realized we're midsummer. We didn't actually get new migrants this season. That might be because this was the first season since we started. I hadn't thought of that. Which, you know, is good because it means that we've been here for not even 2 full seasons, and we've gotten quite a bit done. Here we go. Let's go back down for a moment to check this out. Okay, wheat seeds are there. Plump helmets are there. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go back up to the top and maybe make some more barrels. That might be good. Barrel. Let's just queue up maybe 10 of them. Here we go. Make another little barrel for us. And we are done. Fantastic. We have struck tiger iron. Sorry, what? This is tiger iron cluster. So is this a metal? I would expect so, but it had the word tiger in it, so I thought maybe it was like tiger eye. Oh wait, it's on the ground. What is this? A rough tiger iron. This is a rough tiger irons. Thank you, game. Okay. That is a description. I may have to look this up later. So future me who's editing this video, if you can put up a tiger iron right about now. Maybe I should take a proper note of this. Here we go. Taking the old pen and paper out here. So at 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Tiger iron. This actually might not be 25 minutes for you guys. Now that I think of it, because I will be chopping up at least the first part where we had a save, so you don't have to sit through the entire save. Here we go. Our miners have mined, and we have tiger iron. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Here we go. So, oh, did we find more tiger iron? Yeah, rough tiger eyes. Oh, wait, these are tiger eyes. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we have this area that's being chopped up. We are running out of drinks and food, but that is why we have our dude. Plump helmet spawns. Let's just... I'm just gonna take a look here. Yeah, we can brew some, so we're going to have someone brew. You know what? We're going to set... Make rock blocks. I only want you doing this, buddy. I only want you doing that. Okay, Kitchen, plump helmets. You do not cook with plump helmets. Not now, anyway. Yeah, you can cook with rock nuts. Aha. And you can cook with plump helmet spawns. I'm sorry. Oh, no, this is set to no. Okay. Fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Meat and fish. Oops. Meat and fish. Cave lobster, chopped 2 humped camel liver. Sure. Why not? Okay. Good. But we are not cooking with plump helmets right now. We want beer, essentially. Do we have anything to mill? Mill plants? We're going to let that happen. And our planter is still making rock blocks. I want to know if the planter is the only one that will be able to do this. The answer seems to be no. Our expedition leader is currently doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to ask out of my expedition leader is that she will be in charge of brewing and milling and all that stuff. So if we go down to farming related, this is what I expected planter would do, but it doesn't look like it is. So farming fields, we do not want you doing that. We want you burning wood, no. Potash, no. Lye. Milling, yes. We want you milling, we want you brewing, and we want you cooking. Cooking, here we go. Done. And this is going to be cook. Perfect. And we are going to make the expedition leader the cook, and we're going to set her to only do that. So she should be doing a lot of cooking, a lot of brewing, and it would seem that she has a little bit of experience with brewing, which is fantastic. We'll have extra drinks from that, I think. Go. And oh, some migrants have arrived. Fantastic. This is what I was hoping for. So we have this dwarf here. She has 2 lovers and 2 children. Okay. She's 24 years old. She has 2 lovers and 2 children. All right. Okay, well. She's rude. That's the first thing I saw in her traits. She's rude. Cool. And what about her children? What are her children like? Her child over here is 2 years old. She values being cunning. Maybe she got that from her mother and her 2 lovers. Society flourishes when lawbreakers are punished. Really? 2 years old. Interesting, dwarf. We should all work together. That is a little bit better for a 1-year-old. Okay. She's anxious. Oh no. Poor anxious dwarf. Let's see. Who else do we attract here? We got this dwarf over here. He is 67 years old. Fantastic. He's a glass maker. High stamina. Okay, private, slow to anger. Alright, well, that's fine. We got another dwarf over here. 52 years old. He's a wood crafter. I'm not sure you're going to do much wood crafting here. What do we have? This one is 70 years old. He's doing well. Fantastic. He's weak. Alright. He's not envious. Okay. Disdains competition. Oh, okay. Disdains hard work. Oh. Okay. What about this dwarf over here? 67 years old. Always deal fairly. Okay. That's interesting. You're a bone carver. And is that it? It looks like that might be it. We have a few more dwarves joining us. Oh, that's good. Okay. We're going to make sure that our animals are set to this area here. Let's actually rework this area because we don't want them to be in here, at least not down the line. There we go, and here we go. Just kind of like a donut shape, I suppose. We're going to accept this for now, and we're just going to let them use this area for now, but I am going to want to spread it out down the line. Actually, maybe we do want to keep this like slope. So I'm going to, I've changed my mind. I'm going to just fill this in. Here we go. So our animals will have more space. Oh, I could go to the other side. Here we go. And there, and there, and there, and one, and one, and one, it looks like. And then this is 2 in. And then this is 2 in. And then this is 3 in. And then this is 4 in. So this ends here, I would think. Okay. Goes down this line here. Yeah, it ends right there. Okay, good. And we're going to paint this up a little bit. As such, over here, over here. Let's go ahead and just paint the entire thing right now. Long silences are long and silent. Somehow this is requiring a lot more brain power than I anticipated. Here we go. And they now have 1,780 pasture area. Great. The other animals that have just joined should be coming here quite quickly. And we have these guys just chugging away with the stone. So that's good. I'm sorry. Is this 1-year-old moving stone? Wow, okay, that's impressive. Fantastic. So we should now actually have access to some of the siltstone to start building. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to have a kind of pillar around here. Not a full pillar. Kind of holding everything up. So let's see what we can do here. Just scroll down once and make a wall. Let us make 3 over here. Make it out of siltstone blocks. 3 over here. Make that out of siltstone blocks. 3 over here. Siltstone. 3 over here. Siltstone. And we can have like this little kind of empty area here. And then siltstone here. Siltstone here. Siltstone here. And siltstone here. And then we're going to want to have stairs up, I believe. So let's also add a little kind of nook here. And there we go. Siltstone. Siltstone. It should also help with the strength of the pillar thing as well. So that's fine. How high do we want this though? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking at the mini map right now, and we are now the highest, higher at least than the closest kind of sand dune. So let's go another 1, 2, 3, and now the middle of the pit has gone dark. So we should be sticking up above everything else right now, but I'm thinking the center pillar is actually going to continue higher than the rest. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it up to 46 in height. So that is 15 blocks. There we go. But we're not actually going to make the roof at 45. We're going to make the roof at 40. So right around here is what I'm thinking. and then we'll have other pillars just sustaining that. Sustaining is not the right word. Holding it up, uh, holding up this massive kind of ceiling area, and then we'll have a center pillar going even higher so that dwarves and humans can see this from a long distance away. Okay, so once again, let's just bring this up to 45. Oh, 46. 46. Here we go. Yeah, that's correct. And if we go back down and do this 2 more times, we should be golden. Here we go. Siltstone. And one thing I do like about the game that I haven't actually seen in other games, though it wouldn't be that difficult, I wouldn't expect, is once you queue up building, it actually takes it out of the possible building materials, so I don't have to gauge like how many building materials that I need to make this. Okay, so we have started building our pillar here. Let's kind of let them do their thing right now. I'm asking quite a bit out of the dwarves at the moment, moving animals and building these things. So let's take a little moment, just kind of scroll back here. There we go, so we can see the entire area, and just let our dwarves mill about for a moment as they start building up our little pillars. Oh, they're already doing that. Well, I'm impressed. Okay, so I have recorded these episodes a little bit in advance. I started during my Christmas break because I had some extra time. So I'm wondering what you guys did during your Christmas break. Did you have any Christmas break? I know some people don't. Some people don't celebrate Christmas at all. I'm just curious to know what you guys have been up to. Okay, so I'll let these dwarves continue, and they have built much faster than I expected them to. We already have the base set up here, and how high do they go? They're already building quite high. So these stairs make absolutely no sense right now. Oh, look at this. We have crows, ravens. They're not giant ravens, so I think we're good. They're not going to attack my dwarves, I don't think. I don't think. Okay, so they're... Oh wow, look at this. This is great. It's gonna go all the way up here. Okay. I'm getting just mesmerized by the sheer scale of what I'm building. Let's go a little bit closer and start building the second pillars, or at least queuing them up. So we are going to build not pillars as big as these. They are going to be like maybe star pillars with stairs in the middle. Oh, I should start with the stairs actually then. So let's see, do we have enough blocks for this? Let's see, right up here, and I scroll up to 40, I believe I said, where the roof would be. No access. I'm sorry. Oh, I built this too high up. Okay, so let's try that again. Stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off the side, and let's go up to 40 here. Oh no, the siltstone has been, yeah, has been yeah, it's in production. Okay, let's go back down here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not sure why I'm false right now. There is nothing stopping me from doing this as they work. Here we go, siltstone once again, and we're going to go down here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up to 40. Here we go, siltstone, and over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up to 40. Here we go, and there we have it. All right, I'm now looking at the time and realizing that it has been quite a little while, so let's just back up here and take a look at what we're building. Here we go. So today we managed to build a little farm area, and I can see that the drinks are being brewed as we speak. We should have cave wheat coming in soon enough, so we should have something to make bread, I would hope. So we're going to take another look at that next time. we have started on the pillars to hold up the roof that's going to be over this, hopefully turning this all into fungal area. And we have had quite a few new dwarves joining in, which is also always a joy. You know, many hands make light work, as well as some new animals. So we've actually gotten quite a bit done in this session of Dwarf Fortress. So I'm going to see you next time, and until then, goodbye.